Welcome back to the Gossip Pod.
Woo! Hi, guys.
This week, well, actually, let's start with our reading.
Nothing.
Let's just jump in.
Got nothing.
That's awesome. You know, okay. I am finding myself to be in a reading slump.
Is it because of your game? Your game is taking over too much?
Bro, it probably is.
Do you know what, guys? Gabby actually was just talking about how she had bread for Chad, and I was like, oh my god, can I have a slice of bread? I want bread. And this bitch was talking about her farming game.
He needed bread to make something in his game, so yeah.
Right.
If you want, I've got some sourdough, but it's not fresh, but you can have a slice.
No, it's not the same.
But, okay, so I started Mate.
Oh, okay.
And I was reading it on my Kindle, got about halfway through, and then was like playing Heyday so much that I couldn't read.
Oh, couldn't concentrate.
And so I was like, I'm going to listen to the audiobook. And I finished it, and it was really good. And then you know what else I listened to on audiobook, which I didn't realize was like a short story?
What?
Hot for Slayer.
Hot for Slayer. That sounds familiar.
That's another Allie Hazelwood. She just dropped it, and I guess...
Oh, the new one.
Yeah, there's like a series, and I think they're all written by different authors, and it's called like the Scared Sexy series or something, and it's all like Halloween theme vibes.
Oh, was it good?
Yeah, it was good. It was fun.
Audio?
Mm-hmm. I think it was released on Kindle Unlimited, and then shortly after they released it on Audible, and so I got it for like $2 on Audible.
Oh, wow.
Because in total it was only like 3.5 hours or something.
Oh.
It's a short story. It's like 94 pages.
No shit, maybe I should listen to it.
You should. It was fun. The vibe is like, I'm trying to think of what the description said it was. Literally like a vampire slayer loses all of his memories, and the only person that can help him jog his memory is the vampire that he's been hunting for centuries.
Oh.
So that's the vibe.
Oh, okay.
And Mate was really good too. I gave Mate 5 stars.
Wait, why do you think you're in a reading slump then?
I don't know. I did audiobook, and to me, I usually only do those when I'm like in a slump and feel like I can't read.
Yeah, I would agree with that actually.
Yeah. Because, I don't know, I just haven't been able to sit and physically read something. But I'm really going to try. I think next I want to start the next Zodiac Academy book.
Oh, are you on 3?
Yeah, and I was kind of missing it because I took a break and was reading all those other books.
Oh, okay. So, wait, you gave it 5 stars.
Mm-hmm. And I gave Hot for Slayer 4 stars.
Oh.
But Mate was really good. I don't know. I really liked Bride and Mate.
Was there any more nodding?
Yep. Yes, ma'am.
Oh my god.
Plenty of nodding. And the whole thing is... So, I think the general description of it is this girl is half werewolf, half human. And... I don't even know. Like, she has some kind of sickness or whatever, but at the same time she's also being like hunted by people, and the only people who can really help her get away are the Northwest Pack, which you find out from the beginning the leader of the Northwest Pack is her mate. But that's like, that causes some strife throughout the whole book, because it's like they don't like each other like that, but he's her mate.
Was this Bride or Mate?
Mate.
So this is following a different character than in Bride.
Yeah.
So it follows a different character?
Yes. The first book, it follows Misery, and then the second book follows Misery's, like, adopted sister, who... It's kind of a weird relationship. They're not technically sisters or even, like, adopted sisters, but, like, if you read it, you'll get what I mean. They call each other sisters. They, like, grew up together like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you like that it followed a different character? Because whenever that happens, in every series I've read besides Akatar, I've always immediately been turned off by it.
Okay, normally I hate it, but literally, Allie Hazelwood, I will read whatever she writes and it's always good.
Really?
I love Allie Hazelwood, and she did a really good job with this. I at first was like, I don't know if I'll like it as much, because like, you really, if you like those characters from the first book, and it's like, am I even gonna like the second book? What if I don't like these characters? But
Yeah.
Allie Hazelwood, I would read anything that she writes.
Oh, well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
I do want to read that one eventually. It's on my radar right now.
Anything else on your radar?
No, I think after this week, guys, this week is just so busy for me right now. I've been up until 1 a.m.
Oh my gosh, how was your concert last night?
Oh, and I had a concert last night. I was up till 1 a.m. last night editing some more, but no, yeah, we went to Tate McRae, me and Molly, and it was fun. First of all, this is how you know this week is fucked up, because you know how stressed I was about being to Sabrina Carpenter on time?
Mm-hmm.
Girl, we didn't leave my house until 7 o'clock, and the concert started at 7:30.
Where was it? United Center?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I was just like, well, it is
she
what
driving?
it is. No, I was driving.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we were like, okay, it's definitely, she's gonna come on at 8:30, right?
Yeah.
We pulled into the parking lot at like, I think it was 8:17, and I was like, holy shit, bitch, I'm kind of stressed. Now I'm stressed. And then we go in, and I have my like little, my camcorder.
Uh-huh.
I brought that, and I thought that would be fine because they said like no professional photo, like camera, video, nothing like that, no professional. But I was like, okay, this is my shitty little camcorder. So we get in there, probably like 8:20 at this point, and they tell me I can't bring my camcorder in, and I'm like, oh, I can't bring my camcorder
That
in.
sucks.
What do you mean? And she's like, yeah, you're gonna have to take this back to your car. And I'm like, oh, girl, I know you see the time right now. And then I asked her if I could just like leave it there, and she said no. So then I ended up just stashing it in like a concrete thing. And
How far away was the car?
It like would have been fine if we weren't so late.
Right.
But that was the stressful part. But so we ended up sitting down. I think we sat down by like 8:27 or something. Like,
Was she already starting?
No, she didn't even start until like 9:15. So we could have gone back to the car.
Oh my gosh.
Could have got merch. Could have peed.
Did you end up getting merch at all, like after or anything?
No. I wanted to, but the route we took, like to like leave the venue, just shot us straight back outside.
Oh.
Yeah. And then I looked online, and it was like $125 for a hoodie, so I was like,
Oof. Concert merch is getting crazy these days.
yeah, $125 is wild.
That's like how much a concert ticket should cost.
No, literally. I think our ticket was only like $100, honestly.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rhea, that's not happening tonight. Did you finish that book, Enchantra or whatever?
No, I stopped reading it.
Why?
I was like annoyed that it swapped characters.
That's why you're asking me about
Yes,
this.
that's why I'm asking, because it really pissed me off.
Oh no.
Maybe I'll visit it. The thing is I want to be like so enveloped into a world, like I want like 8 books of the same fucking world following the same people. And it's like, yes, I'm still in that world, but I now feel taken out of it when I'm following someone else.
Yeah, I feel you. Because if you're going in to read a second book, it's because you loved the first one so much. And they're going to switch all that up on you.
No, literally. And also it was like more trials and stuff. And I love fantasy so much, but these fucking trials, like seriously, like why is that the main plot of every fantasy? Why is there trials?
Yeah, no, I'm not a big fan of the trials in a fantasy.
No. Like, can't we do something without trials? Like, I know there's other things that goes on.
Right. Like, Just give me a nice journey through a beautiful
Yes.
fantasy world.
Yes.
Give me a girl who loved her kingdom so much.
And that's fucking exactly right. And even Throne of Glass, the first book, those trials, that was irritating. But the rest of it, that's what I want.
Right.
Stay the trials out.
Even, I feel like any fantasy novel or any fantasy series, somewhere there are going to be trials.
It's just so fucking stupid.
Throne of Glass, ACOTAR. I guess Crescent City didn't really, did they?
No.
Wow, look at you, Sarah J. Maas. And by the way,
They didn't.
why am I kind of wanting to step back as Sarah J. Maas
No,
fan?
me too. Wait, fan?
Fan.
Wait, you don't want to be a fan?
I'm kind of stepping back a little bit.
Why? Time to get serious. Okay, what you done?
I'm kind of hearing out these people
Okay.
with the with her being like, okay, the Zionist thing, actually, I don't necessarily know if I agree with.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like she went on a birthright trip to Israel, and she's Jewish, and I get that the whole thing with those birthright trips is just like Israel propaganda. Like, I know that. She went 10 years ago, and I just feel like maybe she didn't get that whole thing is propaganda.
I'm thinking I need a recap because I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
That's like the whole reason people say that she's a Zionist is because when she came back from her birthright trip to Israel, you know what the birthright trip is?
No.
If you're Jewish, and like, I don't know if you have to be 100% Jewish or whatever, but if you're Jewish, Israel will pay 100% for you to go to Israel for like a trip. And I don't know how long it is. It's probably like a week or 2 weeks or something like that. And they pay for you to do all the sites, and they pay for you to see whatever. And it's basically one big thing, like trying to show you Israel is amazing and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so in Israel, as you can see, isn't necessarily so amazing.
Right.
But she went on a trip. She went on her birthright trip. And when she came back, she said in an interview, maybe she did one interview about it. She spoke about it once and basically said that her birthright trip was amazing and she had a great time and she learned a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of vibe. I haven't seen her speak about it one other time since, and I don't think she has. I don't think she's said a single thing about it.
So, no, I guess I'm confused. Why are people saying she's a Zionist?
Because of that. So that's the part I'm not on board with.
Oh.
I don't necessarily think she's a Zionist. What I do think is I don't care to be like public fan of hers. I don't need to be showing it off and be like proud of it. I'm not just gonna not read her books anymore, but it's like I don't need to be all up in that.
Were you previously?
I feel like a lot of my TikToks were me just being like talking about how much I really love ACOTAR.
Oh, well, but what are the other issues with her?
Dude, it is the Breonna Taylor post.
Okay, right. And I will say that was really
was wild.
crazy.
And it's not even the fact that she posted it. It's the fact that she was heavily encouraged to get rid of it. And that shit's still posted up on her Instagram.
I feel like, I always try to be the devil's advocate, right? Because you just never know what goes on behind closed doors. I almost wonder if, that was, obviously pre-planned publishing. Like, she was required to make a post for then. And, everything there happened and she was already contracted in the contract. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but...
Because I don't think someone could be that stupid.
But the thing is, she could have kept it posted and edited the caption to take out the Breonna Taylor thing. It's the fact that she mentioned Breonna Taylor, that is really crazy to me because it's like, I don't know. You just can't. You can't. First of all, I personally don't think that she's a horrible person for doing this. I think it was a stupid move, and she could have done something to change that.
Yeah, I do also think it's a double-edged sword, though, right? Because if she mentions it, she's
posted
fucked.
Something else, though.
I guess she could have.
It didn't. It did not have to be yeah, like correlating with her Silver Flames release.
Yeah.
It's a shame that book was so good.
I know. Damn.
But I think I'm just maybe not going to advertise my being a fan. And I'm not even necessarily... I'm not even, like, fangirl over her. Like, I care. Like, if I met her, I'd be like, wow, blah, blah, blah. It's just, like, I like her books.
Yeah.
And it's like... So we're just going to leave it at that.
Are we talking to the extent, like, you don't want to be associated with her, as in, like, whenever you record and your bookshelf's in the background, like, are you taking the books down?
I almost, because I did an ACOTAR ranking, I almost took it down just because I was embarrassed.
Really?
Honestly, and that's probably most of it, is that at this point, it's just a little embarrassing to be a Sarah J. Maas fan. Not that I have ever really cared about that kind of thing, seeing as I'm a big Taylor Swift fan and always have been.
Yeah.
Embarrassment's not really the thing I care about, but still.
I think, yeah.
I don't know, there's just something different about this that leaves, like, kind of a bad taste in my mouth that I'm like, I just don't need to be advertising that I'm, like, big into Sarah J. Maas.
Right.
But then on the other hand, I mean, when she releases that 6th ACOTAR book, I'll probably be fucking posting about it. So who knows? This is just my initial thoughts on the situation.
Right.
Having come back with, I don't know, a fresh mindset of it. Because for a while I was like, who cares? But then I went back and I reread the Instagram post and I was like, she shouldn't have posted it.
You know what? I think I need to read this again really quick.
I was just like, ooh. And the good thing about it is that she was in the post being like go vote, like vote for what's right and blah blah blah. But it's like, I don't know, it's just the way that the first half of the post is kind of written.
Okay, in case you guys missed our reveal earlier, here's the A Court of Silver Flames cover. I hope it's a bit of light for you guys today, given the appalling lack of justice for Breonna Taylor and a president doing his best to undermine and destroy our democracy. And while I'm truly so thrilled for you guys to read Neston Cassian's book in February, and I love this artwork so much, I want to encourage each and every one of you to go out there and vote this November. Vote for people who will protect and nurture our democracy. Vote for people who recognize and will fight for racial injustice in this country. Vote for people who will battle climate change and pull our planet back from the brink. Vote, 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 because no election has ever been more important, and the future of this country and this world depends on you.
And you see, that's all, like, facts. Like, go off. Post it separately. Don't try to bring light to, fucking Breonna Taylor stuff.
I just feel like, me personally, like, I think it was a very weird choice. It should not have been done.
Right.
I think that's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just do better.
But I just feel like it's okay for people to make mistakes and, like, learn from them. And
agreed. I can't do the whole cancel culture thing. Sometimes cancel culture has its place.
Yeah, because I feel like you're kind of giving cancel culture right now. This is what, 5 years ago?
Yeah.
It's very weird for you to be, like, withdrawing now.
I feel like my TikTok For You page has been talking about it a lot recently. Oh. And I don't know why. Like, what is happening that is making people bring this up now? Is she doing something again?
Not that I've heard
like
of.
making people angry.
Maybe just the next book.
Yeah, maybe people are just talking about it a lot, and it's just bringing her up in general.
Because I feel like most people, when they are anti Sarah J. Maas, it's not like just the Breonna or the Zionist thing, Breonna Taylor Zionist thing. I think it's like those two, plus they think her books itself is racist.
Yes.
Because there's not a lot of black characters, but that's just not true.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Right. Yeah, I did see some of that too.
Yeah.
But I don't know. There's some. I mean, could there probably be more?
Well, yeah. Right. There could be more. I don't know. I don't know.
Oh.
I just feel like I just feel like you're likely going to write about the race you are, like black authors are probably going to write about like
black characters, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I don't think it's like do I sound Republican
and honestly,
right now?
She can't. And you know what? I'm going to actually stop. I actually have no say in this because I'm white.
What were you going to say? Just cut it out.
I was just going to say, like, how is a white person going to be able to write about a black person's life experience?
No, that's not a bad thing to say at all, because that just is, like...
I don't think they'll be able to accurately portray it. We haven't gone through, like, the amount of racism or anything like that to fully understand it. Mm-hmm. So how... I know I wouldn't be able to do it because I would be worried that I wouldn't portray it properly.
Right. I think that's completely valid. I don't know. I always feel like I'm such a devil's advocate, but I don't know. I think it's so easy.
Like, but this isn't the time for devil's advocate. This isn't the conversation for it.
No, because then it just comes down to, like, I just think there's, like, everybody makes mistakes and everybody is, like,
everybody has those days.
Everybody knows what I'm talking about, Everyone gets that way. I don't know. Yeah. Whatever, let's move on before we're canceled from our 30 followers.
Okay. Should we just hop right into it? Do you have any more life updates?
Nope.
Either. Today's episode is true crime. Mm-hmm. It's another spooky episode.
Yeah, I think this is coming out the day before Halloween.
It is.
Yeah, I wore my Halloween
spooky
Taylor Swift sweater.
Oh my gosh.
That's so cute. It's like a green sweater and it has Taylor Swift in her Evermore dress holding like pumpkin trick-or-treat buckets.
Wow.
What does it say?
I didn't want to have to haunt you, but what a ghostly scene.
Right. Yeah.
Love it. I also am wearing something Halloween.
Okay. What is it?
Freshly brewed coffee served with screaming sugar.
That's so cute, actually.
The little ghost.
Wow, I love it. Where'd you get it?
Chad's mom got it for me. Probably from the TikTok shop.
Should we link these? Because I got mine from TikTok shop.
Oh my gosh! These will be linked in our TikTok shop.
Definitely buy them.
Yeah.
Okay, are you going first? What is the duration of yours?
I feel like I might be talking for a while.
Okay, me too.
Okay. Wait, you want me to go first or you want to go first?
No, I think I want you to go first.
Okay.
I'm nervous. I feel like I'm giving a speech in English class.
You're nervous. Okay.
I am.
Wait.
Is there background? Are we knowing who this is about?
I gotta dive.
Oh, you gotta get into there. You gotta get to it.
Paragraph. On September 8th, 2025, in a tow yard in Los Angeles, California, an employee reported a foul odor coming from an abandoned Tesla. Later that day, it was found out to be a partially decomposed and dismembered human remains. A week and a half later, on September 18th, 2025, those human remains were identified through forensic testing to be Celeste Rivas, the 14-year-old girlfriend of 20-year-old music artist David.
Bro,
and
what?
That's D4vd. That they found in that Tesla. He is 20 years old. His girlfriend was 14 years old.
What?
She was dismembered.
What?
And Celeste's birthday was September 7th. And at the time of finding her remains, she was at least 2 weeks decomposed. And so she died just short of turning 15 because her body was found September 8th. Her birthday was September 7th, but she was already decomposed for at least 2 weeks.
What?
So
she was 14 when she died.
She was 14 years old when she died.
With a 20-year-old boyfriend.
With a 20-year-old boyfriend.
Okay.
So, the first time that David and Celeste have had any sort of public interaction was on Discord, and that was October 23rd, 2022. She was 11 years old, and he was 17.
No. What?
But that wasn't that. If this timeline here is correct, that couldn't have been their first time meeting or anything, because he had released the song Romantic Homicide.
What?
On Celeste's birthday that year, which was the month prior to that. And I believe the next few years after that, he has repeatedly released songs specifically on her birthday. He has made it a point every year to be posting a song on September 7th, which is her birthday.
Interesting. Okay.
This 11-year-old child. Lily is 12.
Yeah, my nephew is like 10.
Yeah. Can you imagine that person dating someone who is almost legally an adult, and then the next year they're fully together, she's with an adult?
What?
Okay.
What?
2023. And by the way, that song was called Romantic Homicide.
Yeah.
The next year, he didn't... Okay.
It's called Romantic Homicide.
The next year on her birthday, he doesn't release a song, but he posts it, but it's not officially released through his record label or anything like that. It's just an unreleased song. He posts it. That one is called Birthday Suicide. That's the next one that he posted on her birthday. Are you sensing a theme?
I'm sensing 100% a theme.
This, I actually don't even know that I have notes on it, but I will get to it in a sec. He went on tour, and the tour was starting August 5th. And so her body could have already been decomposed. We don't know exactly. We just know it was at least 2 weeks. It could have been planned, whatever. His tour that he had started right before she died is set up with coffins and stuff all over.
Stop.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What?
Okay. December 13th, 2023 is the next time after that October 2022 interaction that they're seen together again, because they posted a picture together on Discord. So at this point, I believe she's 12.
Why is this so normal for them?
Okay. So then,
What?
in 2024, I believe this is when things really start ramping up. Also, by the way, December 23rd, 2023, he releases a song called Celeste. So,
Okay.
he has been, at this point, trying to make it seem like they're not together. But they have posted a couple things together. He's posting songs on her birthday each year. And we can see that they have Discord interactions. Right?
Right.
And then he releases a song called Celeste. Now, you will see later, I'll talk about it a little more, there is another Celeste that comes into play.
Oh.
Celeste Herrera.
Okay.
She's 23.
Okay.
And essentially, she seems to be there as like a decoy.
Okay.
So then if someone asks about Celeste, that is who he talks about to like get around the subject of the child.
Were they like hooking up or talking or like what? Like what was
The
their
like
vibe?
adult Celeste?
Yeah.
No, I think they were just kind of seen together, but I don't think they ever actually like hooked up or anything. But if anyone ever asked about like his girlfriend Celeste, that is like who he would be saying he's talking about. Even though his girlfriend was this child.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And when they were in group settings, to differentiate the two, the younger Celeste would just be called Celeste and the older one would be called Cece. So maybe during this,
Like they would all hang out together?
like, yeah, they would be at parties or something. Yeah, like, it's weird. It's a weird thing.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So 2014, the timeline goes like this. January 2024. January 11th, 2024, they go live. And I want to say, first of all, that she is very obviously a child in the sense that, like, she has this whole thing. She's, like, obsessed with Hello Kitty and has these stuffies and has, like, a Hello Kitty keychain. Like, she's very much a child and acts as such.
Of course she does.
And then she also wasn't ever shy to mention the fact that she's a child. So they're on live. And she makes some sort of joke because he's trying to, like, rush off of the live or something like that. And she basically, I don't remember if she called him a pedophile or something like that, but it was along those lines. And he just starts cracking up and is like, we gotta exit the live.
What?
Uh-huh.
Why did nobody call the cops immediately?
No, literally. Uh-huh.
The fuck?
So then, at this point, he's still trying to hide this. Like, he's still trying to act like she's not his girlfriend. They're not together. She's very much not, like, deep in his life, whatever. But he's, like, doing all these things. And so then, February 7th, 2024, he posts a TikTok saying, when the therapist brings out the Hello Kitty girl I met in 2021. That means it was going on longer than what we even know.
What is wrong with this man?
Valentine's Day 2024, Celeste reportedly runs away from home.
Okay.
And that time, so then she comes back a couple weeks later in March. She returns home very briefly. And I want to talk really quickly about her running away from home. Because she, quote, ran away from home. But her parents did very much know. Like, her mom very much knew where she was.
Oh.
She never reported her as missing. And David allegedly was paying her family quite a bit of money each month to just, like, keep it quiet. And the mom was cool with it.
Oh,
like, I'm talking, like,
what?
he was probably giving them, like, 10 grand a month.
What? Is he famous?
Yeah, he's...
Bro, what?
Uh-huh.
What?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So it's that guy.
Oh my god. What?
So.
Oh my god.
So she returns home, right, in March. The beginning of March, she returns home. And then Celeste, April 5th, 2024, Celeste runs away and never returns home.
Ever. Okay.
I saw that maybe at one point I think her neighbors had like a Ring doorbell footage of she might have stopped home briefly one night and like interacted with her parents for a short time. But
okay.
like, and nothing crazy either, but it seems like it literally might have been that one time that she had returned home, but she never went back and lived with her family again. She ran away and never went back home.
Okay.
There is video footage, and I believe it's of this day, of her quite literally running from home. Like, she's...
For why?
I don't know, but she's running, like, down the street. You see her turn because of some business had, like, security footage of it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, that was the last time that she was really seen, like,
It's
leaving
like
home.
physically running from home.
Yes. So.
Okay.
After this, there are a bunch of spottings. She doesn't seem to be in any danger necessarily, besides the fact that she is this young child with an adult boyfriend.
Yeah.
But she doesn't seem to be in any, like, she doesn't seem to be in, like, harm's way. But everyone is kind of wondering where she is. And along the way, there are spottings of David, like, paying off some of her friends because she's still in contact with some of her friends.
Mm-hmm.
And he wants to make sure that nobody knows where she is. So the few people she's still in contact with, he's paying off to make sure. And think her friends are middle school age. And so he's giving them a lot of money for them being
How much
kids.
is a lot of money?
Like a few $1,000 a month for
What?
a child. Like, it's like, yeah. And the spottings include, he posted a TikTok showing Celeste's hand. She is seen backstage at some of his concerts. And, oh my gosh, there was this one thing. This is July of 2024. David says something in his Discord to someone else. I think it must have been in like a private message. Essentially along the lines of saying that Celeste is pregnant. That they're expecting a baby.
What?
Uh-huh.
Together.
Yes. And
At how old?
nothing ever... She, at this point, 2024, she was 13.
Oh my god.
But nothing else came out about that ever.
What?
All it was him saying something about it in that Discord. And then shortly after that, David gets a tattoo that says shh. And then when they find Celeste's body, they find that she has a matching one. So they must have been done probably the same day, September 2024. The fuck? Okay. So then, 2025, there are more spottings, whatever. He is then more, he's being spotted more with this other Celeste, with Cece. So they're like going to parties. She's tagging him on Instagram. She's seen in his live streams, things like that. And then his first time performing his little funeral performance with the caskets and whatnot was July 2025.
Okay.
So keep in mind, her body was found just a couple months later in September.
What the fuck?
So, and he calls that his alter ego when he's performing, like, his funeral stuff.
Huh?
Uh-huh. I'm gonna read this whole thing just because I think it's interesting, and now we're actually getting into the timeline of when she actually died.
What are you reading off of right now?
So this I screenshot from some news site. I don't know. And then these were stuff that people just posted in Reddit. So someone had taken the timeline from all these different articles and then just like wrote it out plainly. Just like literally just the chronological order. But then, so someone had posted all of these things, like the actual timeline of things, and then someone else said, here are some other dates in relation to his car, when he was seen near his home in Hollywood. So, by the way, his tour started August 5th.
Okay.
So, I believe he had left before then, and, yeah, and then 1 month later, his car, so September 2nd, this Tesla that was registered to him was abandoned on a street just like somewhat near the house he was staying in California. That was September 2nd. That's when it was towed to the tow yard. And at that point, there wasn't the like smell, or they didn't notice it. The reason they found it was because an employee of the tow yard on September 8th, after it had been there for like a week, had started to smell that and called the police. And that's when they found this very decomposed and also dismembered body.
When you're saying dismembered, like what are we talking?
Limbs, like taken up. Yeah.
And like still there?
Uh-huh.
What?
Mm-hmm.
In his car?
In the trunk of his car.
And now I heard Chad earlier mention that he was released from a suspect.
He is not a suspect. He is not even a person of interest or anything right now.
Why?
That's a very good question, Kaylee.
Like what? Like all this and nothing?
I'm just gonna read some of these bullet points.
Okay.
It says, what we know of the case so far. A decomposing body was found inside a Tesla belonging to musician David at an impound lot in Hollywood on September 8th. The car was brought to the impound after someone reported it abandoned in Hollywood Hills, and police were called after workers reported a strong odor coming from the Tesla. The Tesla was never reported as stolen, which I find that to be important.
100. That was one of my questions. Yeah.
Yeah, because and I was gonna get to in a bit, but I'll just tell you, I think someone that I don't know if I haven't looked today, but someone who I think was gonna be a person of interest was actually David's manager.
Oh.
Who I think they were going to be a person of interest because that might have been who had been driving that car.
Oh.
But why? Why would he want to murder her?
Right.
There was a rumor going around that maybe she was pregnant, but he killed her, but that rumor was shut down because, through the autopsy, she wasn't pregnant. So, there was that, which doesn't explain why a year prior, he was saying that she was, and then nothing came about from that.
Yeah. Well, and also, his other, songs, too, about...
Mm-hmm.
What was it? Romantic homicide?
Romantic homicide and birthday suicide. And then, for him to straight up name a song Celeste is okay, you're not trying to hide anything anymore. You want the world to know you're a freaking pedophile. And then...
What the fuck?
I feel like there were... I could have sworn there was another song that he released that was whatever. His tour is called Withered. Which just feels weird.
Feels quite ironic.
The Withered tour. Wait, I'm gonna keep reading these bullet points.
Okay.
So the Tesla was never reported as stolen. The body was discovered inside a bag in the Tesla's trunk. The remains were not intact and had badly decomposed. The remains were so decomposed that it took authorities more than a week to identify the body. That's why the body was found on September 8th, but they weren't able to identify her until the 17th. Yeah.
Oh my god. That's 9 days?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
The remains were eventually identified as 15-year-old, which at the time she died, she would have actually been 14. Celeste Rivas. David has a matching tattoo, and her mother said she has been missing for over a year and that her boyfriend's name was David.
Mm-hmm.
David initially decided to continue his world tour while cooperating with the investigation, but he canceled the remainder of his tour. It says on Wednesday. I don't know when this was posted. But he was gonna keep going. He after the investigation started, he still did another show or two until he
Why would people even still go?
I don't know. And the fact that there were all the caskets there and it was funeral vibes is people were theorizing that he planned to have her in one of those caskets and just not say anything. But I don't know about all that.
Oh my god, that would be...
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
An unreleased love song written by David references someone by the name of Celeste in the unfinished title and twice in the lyrics. Police raided a home connected to David as they continue the investigation. Oh, and this doesn't even say it, but the guy who was renting the Airbnb to David that he was staying at before he went on tour, where the Tesla was found outside of there, so the police weren't searching the house, or I don't know if the guy thought they didn't do a thorough enough job. He hired his own private investigator to start working on it because he didn't want any of that shit tied to his house or something. So the owner of the Airbnb that David was staying at got his own private investigator and had him search the house and stuff like that.
As he should, honestly.
And one of the things I think he wanted them to look for was blood in the drains, but because if they would have killed her that many weeks prior, at that point water would have washed everything away.
Really?
Because it was weeks, and they were still staying in that house.
Oh my god.
And it wouldn't have been body parts. It would have just been blood if the people had anything on their clothes and stuff. It wouldn't have been anything crazy because her full body was in a bag in the trunk.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay, police raided a home connected to David as they continue the investigation. David moves out of the home that the police raided. Authorities have not officially deemed the death a homicide since medical examiners have been unable to determine an official cause of death, and David is not considered a suspect at this point. Last month, the LAPD released a statement declaring that investigators had not yet determined whether there was any criminal culpability regarding Rivas's death. As a result, they had not declared David or anyone else a suspect. The Los Angeles County Medical Examiner has not yet determined the cause or manner of Miss Rivas Hernandez's death. As such, it remains unclear whether there is any criminal culpability beyond the concealment of her body. The LAPD said in a statement, RHD is thoroughly examining every aspect of this case to uncover the truth and seek justice for Celeste Rivas Hernandez and her family. The LAPD has not ruled out the possibility of an accidental death.
That wouldn't even... How do you accidentally cut your arms off and legs off and put yourself in a bag?
Crawl into a bag, zip yourself up, and stuff yourself in a trunk.
How would that even...
And then take that car and park it down the street.
Are they thinking she, maybe, slipped and hit her head and...
And they tried to conceal it?
Right.
Maybe.
Why would you dismember?
Why wouldn't you fucking just call the police if someone accidentally dies before anyone has any sort of fault? I guess unless he was trying to hide the fact that he was a pedophile, but it's worse to be named a murderer, I would think.
You would think.
When you can, I don't know.
I mean, you could also
because at that point, you're a murderer and a pedophile, because they're going to find out both.
I mean, you could also just act like she was just hanging out with I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, I just feel like
that's actually crazy for them to say.
I know. With the investigation earning national headlines, prominent criminal defense attorney Michael J. Alber recently spoke to Men's Journal to give his expert opinion on the matter. While authorities have indicated publicly that David has not been named as a suspect because they're still working to find the cause of death, Alber believes that decision not to publicly name him as a suspect is a bit more strategic. Okay, so they think maybe he is being seen through their eyes as a suspect, but maybe they aren't naming it publicly so they don't scare him away.
Okay.
I could see that. That could be good.
Mm-hmm.
I want to look up what role does David's manager have in the Celeste case? Because I know there was some shit about this. David's manager, Josh Marshall, has broken his silence after deceased teen Celeste Rivas Hernandez's body was found in Singer's abandoned car.
Even just saying teen makes it sound better than it is. Should have said preteen.
Yeah, literally. It just kind of seems like he was dodging it. He's being like, I usually work remotely.
Oh.
That's what he said.
What would he have to do with it?
Well, if he was the one driving that car and it wasn't reported stolen or anything.
Right, but are we going to pretend the fact that maybe David could have killed her, put her in the trunk, and then had his manager drive off somewhere to frame him? That could have happened.
Right. True. That's really all we have for that case. It's just crazy. Every time I go on TikTok, I swear there's something new. But a lot of people are trying to deny that they were dating because that other Celeste person started to get involved. But it's at this point, then you're just not looking at the evidence. Especially the fact they had the matching tattoos.
That's a big one, yeah.
And there were pictures of them together.
Mm-hmm.
Multiple.
What kind of photos? Can we Google?
Yeah. I mean, I'll show you, first of all, the one... Here, let me look This is the one of them when they were on live together. Look, she just looks like a child.
How old was she there?
I don't know. This one might have been more recent. This is what she looked like when they freaking met.
Oh my god, stop.
Like, come on, dude.
Holy shit. When did all this happen again? Like, September?
Yeah, so her body was found this past September.
Oh my god.
Last month.
I need to freaking look into this. I need to look on TikTok.
Yeah. This is like, my TikTok has been full of this stuff for the past, like, month. And it's so crazy, the fact that, I'm so tired. The fact that she had run away the previous year in April. She was missing for a whole year.
Yeah, and never reported as
No,
missing.
And her parents never reported anything. They didn't care that she was gone. Like, and it makes sense if he was paying them.
Is there
shitty
records
people.
of that?
Huh?
Was there records of that?
Well, actually, there might have been. I don't know. Because I didn't see any images of him paying the parents, but there were images of him, like, paying her friends off or something. Like, they're in a parking lot in the middle of nowhere. Not nowhere, but on, like, the side of the road, and, like, he's, like, paying them or whatever.
What the fuck?
I know. And then other things that were weird is there are, like, random videos every once in a while. Like there was one video, I feel like they were at an arcade or somewhere where there was some kind of games, and he, like, has his arm around Celeste, but then notices that someone's taking a video, and so then the other Celeste, like, switches places with her really quickly.
What? So that Celeste was, like, in on it.
Yes, like she was there to be some sort of decoy or, like, alibi or something. Like, it was very much like a thing that was happening.
No way.
It wasn't just like, yeah, I don't know. So I personally just am getting the vibe that maybe he was paying people a pretty penny.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because why else would you care to be involved in this pedophile's whole situation they have going on if there's no benefit for you?
Yeah, like, no, you definitely think that the CC girl was being paid off, right? Yeah.
For sure.
That's fucking insane.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe I haven't heard anything about this.
I can't believe it either. Especially because, like, he's famous. And this is all so relevant right now. I feel like it's, like, I don't know. That song that I showed you,
Yeah.
that is so popular on TikTok right now. And it has been for however long since it came out. Like, I don't know.
I'm, like, just freaking blown away right now. I do think it probably, right, is strategic not to announce him as a suspect.
But it's been well over a month. Like, what are they doing? What haven't they found? The fact that they were together, there is a lot of evidence. They're in that house. There has to be evidence that she was living there because she was with him there, like, for a full year before she died. There has to have been evidence that she, like, was living there with him.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, what? I mean, unless they hid everything, because I guess it was, like, probably weeks and weeks.
Oh my god, it probably was.
They probably had so much time to hide everything, I guess. So then who else would be in on it with him? Because he's not doing that himself. He went on tour and he was doing stuff. He couldn't have been in on it himself. His manager is probably involved. I wonder if that CC girl was involved. I don't know who else is in his little posse, but...
Oh my god. How would you even do this as first of all, anybody, but also, like, as a famous person, like, so many eyes on you all the time.
Right. Like, even these things that are so small, people are like, oh, we screenshot you in Discord this one time, so we know that you two were talking at that point. It's like, people are watching your every move.
That is just crazy. Wow. Yeah, I definitely need to follow on this case.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah, maybe if there are any updates in the coming weeks about it, I'll keep you posted. But
it's got to be wrapped up pretty quick. Like, it just seems all right there.
True. Like, what else? What else are they looking for?
Right.
I feel like I personally have this solved.
How could you not? Like, just face value.
Unless something crazy happens and there's, like, other evidence that's just, like, something no one even thought of. But, I mean, it's a pedophile. And, oh no, okay, all of a sudden his 14-year-old girlfriend's dead. Okay, who do we think? Who do we think killed the 14-year-old girlfriend?
I think we got an inkling.
Right, so.
God, I want to hear those songs, too, that he posted on her birthday.
Well, Romantic Homicide is, like, his #1 song right now, and I'm wondering if it's because people are all listening to it, trying to see what's up.
Yeah.
People are thinking the same thing as you.
Well, because, right, like, what is he saying in that?
Well, should I?
Yeah, look up the lyrics.
I'm scared, it feels like you don't care. Enlighten me, my dear, why am I still here? I don't mean to be complacent with the decisions you made, but why? In the back of my mind, you died and I didn't even cry. No, not a single tear, and I'm sick of waiting patiently for someone that won't even arrive. In the back of my mind, I killed you and I didn't even regret it.
Oh my god.
I can't believe I said it, but it's true. I hate you. That's all of the lyrics. That's all of them. If that ain't a confession, I don't know what is.
The authority has to know this, right? They have to have read that.
The other one isn't released. I wonder where he posted it.
Do they have any suspects listed?
Nope.
Okay. Well, that feels better.
Any other thoughts on this before you dive into yours?
No, I think I'm just shook that it's not solved yet.
Same.
I don't know, what are your thoughts aside that?
I'm stunned that a lot of people are thinking that he wasn't actually with this Celeste and that the Celeste in question was always Cece. I'm stunned by that because there are photos of them together, and the fact that they were on live together and she made a joke about him being like a creepy pedophile, whatever it was, that itself is incriminating.
Well, and the matching tattoo.
The matching tattoo, yeah. Like, why else would they have a matching tattoo together?
I can't wait for the update on this.
Same.
Oh my god. Alright.
Let's
Are we going
dive in?
back in time now?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so this is in like the 1800s, 1861.
Whoop, whoop.
I thought it was the early 1900s. Or
I asked you the other day. I said, wait, was this the 1800s? And
Yeah.
you said, yeah.
Yeah, but in the podcast, I said it was the 1900s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
I knew it was old as fuck, but...
Oh, wait, but you said something about Jack the Ripper and H.H. Holmes, and you said one of them was in the 1900s, which made me believe that H.H. Holmes was, like, the late 1800s. But if it was, like, 1860s, then I don't know when Jack the Ripper was.
No, Jack the Ripper was 1888.
Okay.
So I was just an idiot.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well,
So
I'll let that slide.
thank you. Do you remember anything about what I told you?
A little, but I think You gotta do full recap for the listeners. Maybe they didn't listen to our last one. Maybe they're not consistent.
Well, you'll get the gist when you're listening.
Okay.
I'm just curious, like, how blind you're going into it.
No, I think I remember pretty much everything, I feel like, that you were saying before.
Okay. So, yeah, like I said, we're going all the way back to the 1860s right now with H.H. Holmes. We're going to start with H.H. Holmes because I do think I want to talk a little bit about Jack the Ripper and then whatever. So, first of all, his name was Herman Webster Mudgett.
That's a sleigh.
Herman Webster Mudgett. What the fuck, right? Honestly, H.H. Holmes was like a really good decision for him to go by.
Yeah, no, I completely agree.
Basically, everyone who knew him like at a young age said he was both super smart and super curious, and he had always like a deep fascination with anatomy of any kind. I think I'd mentioned to you last time about how he was always dissecting things. So before he went to medical school, he was dissecting like frogs and bunnies and
yuck,
just being a fucking creep and dissecting things. When he was in middle school, though, he had obviously bullies. You know, when you're a weird kid in middle school,
when you're a freak,
right, you're just gonna have bullies. There was this one report and story about how his bullies had brought like a human skeleton. Like the teacher had a human skeleton.
Oh, okay.
But it was never shown to anyone. Like it was just in the closet, whatever. I don't know, weird ass teacher too.
Right.
But I guess it's in the times of the 1860s. And they basically had brought H.H. Holmes to that, scared him, wanted to scare him more so, but he was just like actually really fascinated by it. And that just like, yeah, deepened his interest in it. So he ended up going to school for surgery, I believe it was. Medical school of sorts. And, you know, he did some more dissecting. Back then, what they did was they had, like, donation bodies. So whenever people would die, like, their bodies would be donated to the school to dissect it. And so he had a lot of hands-on experience with dissection.
Ew.
Yeah, all those things. Nasty. And then him and his friend at one point, too, they ended up doing, like, insurance scams, right? So they would fake accidents, say that somebody died, and then H.H. Holmes would bring a dead body and, like, use that as how they would get the life insurance policy.
Genius.
And actually it was. And it worked for them for years. So they did get away with that. Also to mention, he did at one point dissect a baby and bring it home to the house that he was renting with someone else, and that person had found it, and he just played it off like it was from school, but it wasn't. Nobody knows where that baby came from. Yeah.
No.
Just to mention.
That's freaky as hell.
Yeah. But basically through all this, like, you have to understand, like, he knows the human body inside out.
Okay.
Constantly dissecting, blah, 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 whatever.
All right.
H.H. Holmes also married a fuck ton of people. And,
Slay.
yeah, never divorced them. So his first...
7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo who?
Literally. His first wife was Clara. And he's from New Hampshire. Yeah, New Hampshire. And so that's where Clara was. They were married for a while. That was his first wife. She ended up kicking him out of the house because of abuse. Obviously, he was abusing her, you know?
Okay.
He moved states a lot. So he started in New Hampshire. He moved other states. And then his next wife was Myrta. And then
I like that name.
I know, it's kind of cute, right? But the next one's cuter. It's Georgina.
Oh, I really like that.
Uh-huh. It's so cute. When he married Myrta, he was still married to Clara, right? He would, yeah, never got a divorce, nothing like that. When he was married to Myrta and moved to the next state, he would still go back and visit Myrta, and like she thought they were still married. Like They were still good, but he was now married again to Georgina. With each of these wives, he would use them for different reasons, right? So Georgina had land that he wanted and properties because her parents either just died or were like about to die, and she was about to inherit all of that. So he wanted in on that.
Right.
Yeah. He also had a lot of like debts, loans, everything. So whenever he would move states, it's because he was also trying to get away from the people trying to get his money back.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So when he was in Chicago, he started working at a drugstore, and that was kind of like the beginning of the murder mansion that I was telling you about. So the owner of the drugstore, she worked there often, and her husband, when he started working there, was dying, or he was in like really poor health or something. I don't know. He eventually died, and then once he died, H.H. Holmes was like, oh my gosh, like you need someone, you know, to help take care of the pharmacy. This is going to be too much for you because, you know, in the 1800s, she's a woman and she can't do anything by herself.
Right.
So he ended up, air quote, purchasing the pharmacy from her. He never paid her anything, just the paperwork got sealed. And then he's like, I'll pay you at a later date. Well, next thing you know, a couple weeks later.
You can never trust a fucking man, bro.
No, especially not when their freaking name is Herbert. Herman. A couple weeks later, after the paperwork was like in his name for the pharmacy, he ended up saying that she moved to California. Never seen again. Her kids said that they never heard from her. Nothing. So she just up and disappeared. And
convenient.
Yeah, convenient, right? So he had ownership of the pharmacy, and then there was actually a land right across the street that was for sale. He ended up taking out a loan to buy that. He bought that. And then he started building a hotel. With the hotel, he had designed this like literally to murder people, like nonstop, just like basically a maze of murder for the craziest ways you can imagine killing someone. He would hire like different contractors and stuff, fire them after they did so much work, hire a new contractor. Never paid any of these contractors, by the way. But he just kept doing that so nobody knew what was like actually going on with the mansion. I don't know, I guess like back then you didn't need permits and shit, you know, so they just did whatever the hell he said. Eventually there was a girl. Oh, actually, wait. So within the murder mansion, there were rooms that had no windows, hallways, trapdoors, soundproof chambers, literal chutes that like dropped straight to like the basement.
Oh yeah, because I was saying it reminded me of the Winchester house. Yeah. Basically like that. And then down in the basement, he had a furnace with buckets of acid and a surgical table. And he said it was for medical work, but there's like no records of that ever happening. Yeah. Bad vibes, just having
right?
a vat of acid in your basement.
Right. It's just normal.
Just casual.
Yeah, everybody has that, don't you? Okay, so in 1893, Chicago World's Fair, there were thousands of people coming into the city. That's basically, I think, when Chicago like started. And so there was a bunch of tourists, people were moving there, just a bunch of people. A lot of young women would check into the hotel and never were seen again, heard from again. So, you know what happened there. There was one woman, I don't remember her name or anything like that, but he ended up being in a relationship with her, and she had come to the hotel with her husband, and then he offered them a job, and eventually she left her husband for him. And then she also had a kid too. And then he ended up murdering her and the kid.
Jesus.
Yeah, he was like on a killing spree. I think.
What's his deal?
I don't know. I think he was considered America's first serial killer. Yeah, he was kind of wackadoo. Okay. There are obviously lots of reports that he actually dissected his victims, even the baby that we talked about, and sold the skeletons back to medical schools, like, after he would kill them. So he'd kill them, and then...
Yuck.
Yeah. After the fair ended, people started noticing how many women had gone missing, and Holmes, like, completely left, just started, hopping state to state because people were on to what was going on. And he kept pulling scams over and over again, pulling out loans, never paying them. Him and his business partner, the one who did the insurance scams, they would move around states together because he was obviously in on it. He knew what was going on. The wives, though, weren't. So I think the last one was Georgina, and then the business partner's wives, they had no idea what was going on. So they were constantly like, why are we leaving? Why are we going to another state? Blah, blah, blah. And then I forgot about this one. Sorry. He ended up partnering. So they got into a big argument at some point, and he ended up partnering up with another guy to do, like, insurance scams again. And then he ended up killing his wife and his kids too.
The insurance guy?
Yeah, his partner.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, his partner. And then I think last time I told you he was never caught. Incorrect. He was caught in 1894 because of fraud stuff. Oh. It's like his loans and those kinds of things.
Wait, H.H. Holmes was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then obviously once police started, like, getting into the nitty-gritty, they found out what was really going on, how many people he murdered. He confessed to 27. Yeah.
But there were probably more.
100% there were probably more. And it was, like, mainly women and children too.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's really insane.
Stay safe out there, women and children.
No, literally. It's actually crazy, like... And literally what you were just talking about, bitch, like, it's still going on. So often I think about, like, it is totally possible to just be murdered.
I know. It's crazy.
Not ideal. Yeah, that's basically, like, the quick rundown of H.H. Holmes. Genuinely, you could go into probably, like, 12 hours of just talking about the details of him and learning more about him and his wives and the exact people he murdered. But yeah, 27 confessions is kind of crazy.
That is crazy. Okay, wait. And so tell the people about his connection to Jack the Ripper. So tell us the connections.
Jack the Ripper. Now listen, Alana was listening to our previous podcast, and
she's correcting you?
Yes, she is correcting me. And she sent me a link to, there's, like, ripperologists always looking for evidence and trying to figure out who he was.
Okay.
The most recent one is still not 100% confirmed, but they think it was an Aaron something, just based off of DNA from the shawl. Again, not 100% confirmed, but she sent that to me, so I need you guys to know. It might not be H.H. Holmes. I still think it is H.H. Holmes. But whatever. So, yeah, basically, Jack the Ripper, a couple years later, was found in London. Well, he was never found. His victims were always found, and the way that Jack the Ripper would murder people and his victims be found within minutes of them being killed, and their body was so perfectly cut open and their organs were displayed in a very specific way, like, you have to know about the human body.
Yeah, you gotta know the ins and outs of human anatomy.
Yeah, there's just no way an average person could cut someone open, display their organs, like, no, you have to know, especially to work that quick, and then just to disappear. The reason people think that they are the same is because within that break of H.H. Holmes, like, running away and being caught again, there were reports that people saw someone who looked like H.H. Holmes on a boat to London. So that's where that started. And also, obviously, with H.H. Holmes' history of dissection.
Yeah.
He has that. And then, yeah, I mean, obviously, he'd have to come back if it was H.H. Holmes. But Jack the Ripper killed... Let me see. Let me Google, actually. I think it was like eight women within a matter of 2 years. So it was an absolute 5, but there were speculations of more. Within 1 year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. And also, how do you, like, it had to have been more, right? Because how do you...
Yeah.
You just start up with
I
that?
feel like a lot of serial killers, I just feel like we don't get the full numbers, really.
No. And you would think they would, right? Like...
Yeah.
Like, you would think they'd be proud.
Yeah. Like, I just watched the documentary about the BTK killer. Do you know who that is?
Mm-mm.
He is from, I want to say, like, Kansas City area. And this was in, like, the 70s or 80s. And he, like, had a family, but, like, on the side, he was raping and strangling women and then, like, sending letters to the police station and the news station to be like, I killed this person and blah, 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 but not obviously saying who he was, but he was like, I want to be known as BTK. And I want to say...
Why would they even give that to him? Why would they start calling him that?
I know, literally, it's exactly what he wants.
Okay, let's just hand it off on a silver platter.
Yeah. But then, I don't even know. It was a crazy case, but yeah, I've been getting into a little bit of the true crime stuff lately.
I love true crime so much.
Yeah.
It was very fun. You really, listen, you really need to go into a deep dive about him.
I want to. I'm quite interested. And I feel like... Wait, did he also... I want to do a deep dive into a lot of the big, like, serial killers, because I just think it's so interesting how they all kind of do the same things in that they want to be, like, recognized for something specific. So they, like, repeat the same things over and over, and they take certain trophies. Like, it's just...
It's weird.
It is. And it's like, there must be some kind of genetic thing that some people have to want to do that, because why are they all the freaking same? Their methods might be slightly different, but they're all doing the same thing.
I don't know. I mean, well, obviously something's got to be wrong with them for even doing it in the first place.
Well, right.
So, I mean, I don't know. It is just so, like, the trophy thing, it's also fucking weird, because if you're gonna kill someone and you're, like, trying not to get caught, like, why are you taking something?
Literally, like, it's so stupid.
There's just nothing more damning than, like, a police opening a box of teeth in your apartment.
Right. Or, like, a box full of, like, the driver's license.
Right.
Of the people you killed. It's like, bro, really?
Right. What the fuck? They're idiots. So, what do you listen to? A podcast?
I don't listen to many true crime podcasts. I've been doing documentaries.
Oh.
There's a lot on, like, Netflix, and I feel like Hulu has some, but Netflix the past few years has really been popping off.
You know what? Tyler was saying that he wants to watch a documentary on some true crime thing, so we are going to start that. I think he said Netflix.
Do you know what it is?
Nope. No clue.
Wow.
Okay, but so Morbid podcast.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, this is where I started with H.H. Holmes before I went. You know, because I hyperfixate a lot, right? So
right.
I heard about him and I was like, Holy shit. Next thing I know, I was like 2 months into there's like there's he's a ripperologist and an H.H. Holmes follower. Like, he does nonstop podcasts and interviews, and I was like, you know what, every single one of them, girl, ate that shit up. Okay, so but Morbid has a 4-part series on just H.H. Holmes.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, and they're like an hour and a half long each.
Oh my gosh.
And then Jack the Ripper, 5 parts.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. Like, me, like, talking for 5 minutes about it, you don't even understand.
Right.
You don't even get it, girl.
Dang.
There's so much.
Maybe I'll get into that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I've really only listened to one true crime podcast, and it was My Favorite Murder. That's the only one I've really listened to.
I haven't heard of them. Are they, like, serious or, like, fun?
They're a little fun. They're, like, pretty chatty.
Yeah, so is Morbid. I was just talking with Alana about this. She just recommended another podcast, but sometimes I want to hear, like, more about the case and, like, less about the people.
Right. Like, that's why I'm listening to the true crime podcast. If I wanted to listen to a chatty podcast, I'd listen over here.
Exactly, the gossip pod. Yeah.
I'm going to for sure deep dive into some of this H.H. Holmes, Jack the Ripper.
I'm so excited for this journey for you.
Yeah.
You'll have to tell me what you think in the end. Once you get all the details and all the knowledge.
I want to know more about who they think they found that matches the DNA of Jack the Ripper. How would they have even found that? They have his DNA from the 1880s?
Yeah, and they were saying it's 100% match.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
What DNA do they have on him from the 1880s?
On one of the shawls from one of his victims, she was, what is it? Not like a prostitute. The one that, like, hangs out with you. What's the, like, the person that you can pay to hang out with you and have sex?
Oh, like an escort?
Yeah, but, like, an old-fashioned one. So they found it on her shawl.
Okay.
Yeah. So Aaron was he was an original suspect, but he was a hairdresser, and ultimately, like, they didn't have enough evidence to match him with that. And also, that just doesn't fucking make sense.
Wait, how did they have his DNA?
Right. I don't know.
Where would they have gotten this random man's DNA from?
From 137 years ago.
Is it... But what would they have had from this random person? Or is it, like, family?
I don't know. All I know about him is that he was an immigrant that came... Right, okay. I don't know that much about Aaron, so... But he was an immigrant that came to London. So let me show you this photo of H.H. Holmes first. And, like, maybe they are, like, the same fucking person. I don't know. This is H.H. Holmes.
He looks so silly with his little hat.
He does. He doesn't look like Jack the... What's his name? I know it's Ripper. Aaron Kosminski. Now, I could just be talking out my ass here because I don't know anything about Aaron, but could that not also just be H.H. Holmes?
Could be. Just shave the mustache, lose the hat.
Right, you know? Could it not? I mean, I don't know. I feel like it could. He also did this in pitch black.
You gotta really know your way around a body.
Right.
That in pitch black.
Right.
But, you know, if Aaron does hair, he knows his way around a pair of shears.
I suppose. I don't think you really could use shears for that. But what do I know?
Right.
I've never tried cutting a human body with them.
I wonder if there are any good documentaries on it, too. There have to be. At least on Jack the Ripper. If not, H.H. Holmes. But if, I don't know, I feel like that's probably something that there are documentaries on.
I feel like probably. I don't know. There's a really good book though. It's called The Devil in the White City. It's about him.
That's about him?
Yes, that's H.H. Holmes.
Oh my gosh. Okay. That's on my TBR. My grandma was just telling me about it.
Yeah.
And my dad was telling me that it's really good. Actually, maybe fuck Zodiac Academy. Maybe I'll read that one next. Because I don't think it's very long.
No, it's short.
Yeah. So maybe I'll read that next.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it'll take me out of my reading slump. My dad said that book was really good, and so did my grandma. They both said that.
Mm-hmm. No, oh my God, girl. The whole H.H. Holmes story is just so fucking crazy.
Wow. For some reason, I didn't know that was based on, like, a true story. I just knew it took place in Chicago, and that it was this...
Yes, him. You know, you can go to his murder mansion. I think it's a post office now.
Really?
Yeah.
Should we go?
No.
You don't wanna?
No. And I won't.
I think it'd be kind of cool.
No. Right. You won't even go to the haunted house.
No, I like it when it's real, though.
Just crazy.
I like a ghost tour. I love watching, like, a ghost hunting show. Do you know about, like, Watcher, the guys who used to do BuzzFeed Unsolved?
No.
Loved it. And I have just recently gotten back into watching it. It's so good. I love a good ghost hunting show.
No, I can't. No.
Well, do you have anything else to say about these?
About what?
Are we going to a haunted house on Sunday?
I just feel like we should. Because so Tyler's friend asked if we can go. And this friend I've never met before. And I said, no, not unless Gabby and Chad go.
Okay, you want to know this crazy, irrational fear I have that
there are murderers in there.
Yes, and that they're just...
Crazy.
Yes, and that they're just, like, using this as an excuse.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they find their victim, they're just going to take them.
Right. And who's going to stop them?
Right.
People are just going to think that's for the fuck of it.
Right.
Girl, no, I'm the same exact... Especially corn mazes.
Yes, because it's like, you could just snatch me up. I'll never be seen again.
Literally anybody can just walk through a mile of corn.
Yep.
No, I agree.
Yeah. So, the more we talk about this, the less I want to go to the haunted house.
Yeah. I told Tyler, I was like, because the last time I went to a haunted house was probably like 6 years ago, and I refused to go in. I ended up standing outside and waited for my family and Tyler. And I told Tyler, I was like, this just feels like a really crazy first meet of this friend and his girlfriend.
That is crazy, actually.
Like, this is just not going to be ideal.
I don't know. I don't know if I could do a haunted house.
I think we should. I think my hands are sweaty just thinking about this, to be honest. But I think maybe we should. I don't know. I was also telling Tyler that the last time I went on a haunted hayride was probably, I would venture to say, like 10 or 12 years ago, right? Like, I was young. And I was sitting next to a girl I didn't know that was, like, similar in age to me.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up using her as a human shield. This poor stranger.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so I am quite a baby with it.
Oh, yeah. Well, we'll keep the pod updated on if we make it to the haunted house or not.
Yeah.
There's a chance that I, like, try, and I have every intention of going and just can't get myself to go in, honestly. Like, I don't...
Like, we get there and we're... No.
Yeah, like, Like, one thing about me is I will get nightmares from nothing.
Same.
And it's like, that just can't happen. That'll give me days worth of nightmares.
I also think logistically, okay, I'm not in the front and I'm not in the back. So who is where? You know?
Yeah, exactly. Well, it could be Tyler's new little friend, Tyler.
I don't trust
you,
him. I don't
me,
trust him. I don't
Chad.
know him.
Yeah, but Tyler would still be in front of you. And then we're just forcing that other guy to go up front.
Does Chad want to be in the back?
Well, he would have to, because I'm sure as shit not going to be in the back.
I'm thinking what we should do is Tyler in front, me, you, his girlfriend, and Chad. We get the middle.
Yes.
And then he gets the back.
Yeah. That's ideal.
And I'm in the center of all three of you.
Right.
So
And I'm
no
holding
one-
on really tight the whole time.
Exactly.
To both you and Chad.
Yeah.
Or this other girl, if she's behind me, I guess.
We're all gonna get it, honestly. And we must know that I have no shame in using someone as a shield, so...
No, same. I hear that chainsaw coming, I'm throwing someone in front of me.
Me too. The fuck? Yeah, okay. Well, we throw Tyler and his friend.
Perfect. Well.
Yeah.
Alright, we really gotta end this.
For real.
Alright, well... We will talk to you guys in a couple weeks. I really didn't post any TikToks of this last pod because I've had a crazy week.
Yeah, such is life. We're our own bosses.
Yeah. Maybe I'll post some. Maybe I'll do better for this one. All right, goodbye.
Bye.